if you master this game, you will never run out of things to say, okay? So let's say I said, I went fishing this weekend with my friends. Okay? I'm going to show you how you can endlessly practice coming up with new material. So now you break down this sentence, okay? I went fishing this weekend with my friends. You have many subject matters in this one sentence that you can talk about. You can talk about fishing. You can talk about this weekend. You can talk about your friends, okay? So your goal with this game, you're practicing speaking more and more so you never run out of things to say. This is if you have to fill in the time. Otherwise, you can also ask the other person questions. Now what you do, you say the one sentence and then you ask yourself, okay, I have to make another sentence with one of these things. So for example, I went fishing this weekend. Let's say you pick fishing as your word. Now you make a sentence about fishing. Fishing is a relaxing hobby that I can do outdoors. Okay? Now you do it again. You already chose fishing. You can pick relaxing. You can pick hobby. You can pick outdoors. Let's say we have relaxing. Something else that is relaxing is watching Netflix. Now again, you're not gonna do this in actual conversation where you're jumping from topic to topic, but can you see all I need is one sentence to then make a new sentence with a new topic, then make a new sentence with a new topic, and if I just keep doing this, I will never run out of things to say. So let's take a very generic example and I'll show you what it is. This is a blue marker that I use to write on the whiteboard. Okay, we're gonna start with that sentence. Let's say I'm talking to you and I have to keep the conversation going. This is a blue marker that I use to write on the whiteboard. Now, I'm a big whiteboard person because I teach a lot and it helps me demonstrate things to my students. Now, I got into teaching because early on I had a lot of social anxiety and I wanted to get better at public speaking, and eventually I did get better at public speaking because I was teaching other students in my class how to do better public speaking so they could get good grades. That's how I got into teaching. But now that I've worked with students from so many different cultures, I've developed a passion for teaching in itself. Now, something else that I love is seeing the transformation from those students. Where they were before, how they learned the skill, where they end up, it makes me fulfilled just seeing all of their limiting beliefs collapse and them changing as a speaker. Something else I also enjoy doing is talking to, can you just see how I'm going on and on and on? Where did we start? We started with me using a blue marker. I say one sentence, find one word, another sentence, find another word, another sentence. You keep going on and on and on. Now, in a conversation, you don't want to be the type of person where you're just endlessly throwing information at people, but your question was, what if I have to keep it going? If you have to keep it going, practice this exercise. Can you see how you'll just never run out of material? That's what you do, okay? So if you have to be the one talking, try this out. Now, something to get the other person talking, which is significantly easier to do, and the other person will also appreciate it. When you talk to someone, you want to ask them questions that are story-based. What do I mean? So if I say, what do you do? Your answer will be, I'm a software engineer. Okay? What do you do? I'm a software engineer. Now I'm thinking, oh crap, the ball is back. Oh, great. How do you like it? Yeah, it's good. Nice. How long have you been doing it? About 3 years. Can you see how I'm constantly in this position where, okay, what do I say next? What do I say? I'm just thinking of how to keep the conversation going because the ball keeps coming back to me. So what do you do instead? Instead, you ask someone a question to which the answer would be a story. So let's say I ask someone, what do you do for a living? And they said, software engineer. Okay? Then instead of saying, okay, great, moving on to the next question, I'll say, what is something that they can tell me a story about? How did you get into that? The answer to this cannot be one word. Well, I guess it can be if you're talking to an exceptionally boring person. Oh, I liked it. And then they just stop talking. But you want to get them to tell you a story. And eventually, when you ask enough of these questions, they will now carry the conversation. So I will tell you, I had this friend of mine who would go to networking events and just exceptional networker. And one of the things that he would do, he would make an observation about people and then he would ask a question. So he once went to this networking event. He approached this lady there and she was quite a fashionable individual. He went up to her and he said, hey, we haven't met yet. Networking events. So the first question people ask, what do you do? What do you do for a living? And she said, well, why don't you guess? And he looked at her and he said, based on what you're wearing, I'm going to have to say you're a lawyer. And she was surprised. She said, actually, no, I have my own flower shop. And he said, flower shop? How did you get into that? And then she explains the story that, hey, when she grew up, the area she was in, it had lots of flowers. Now she's moved on to the city and blah, blah, blah. Now they've immediately connected. So remember this, stories, most of us already know our stories, right? So if I ask you, if you ask me, Yasser, how did you come to Canada? I can tell you off the top of my head. So I don't have to think about it. It's not a difficult question. 2, it's how we connect with each other. If you go to a networking event and you meet 50 people who tell you their job titles, you'll come back and you'll have a connection with not a single person. You don't care about the information, you care about the stories. If one person just tells you, so I'll give you an example. I had these clients that I was working with in a specific government body in the world, right? After a conference, a lot of them came up to me and said, Yasser, great presentation. My name is this is my job title. My name is this is my job title. And I shook hands, thank you very much, thank you very much. And this one person came up to me, he said, Yasser, my name is this is my job title. The story that you told me about that reminded me of my Lego collection. Now this guy's a minister pretty high up in the government, so I'm thinking, what? And he says, what most people don't know about me is that I'm obsessed with Legos. I will buy Legos and in my free time, I'm going to construct these giant Star Wars Lego things or a car, and I have a whole closet full of them. And that's it. That was a conversation. Of all of the people that I met, mind you, this conversation happened 5 years ago. I still remember it because it was just a little bit of a story where I could connect with the person. So when you ask people story-based questions, they tell you stories, you have more information to connect on, and when they tell you a story, they give you a lot of information. And you can pick from different parts of the story and then ask another question. You know you're doing a good job when you get the other person to talk and talk and talk, and by the end they feel, hey, this was a good conversation. And you're thinking, I didn't even talk. So I just asked you a question here and there. It's because they feel heard. So the first exercise we had was how do you just keep talking if you just want to keep talking? The second exercise is how do we get the other person to talk? Ask them story-based questions. So you can ask them questions, start with a what, how, or even a why. Why did you get into this line of work? Or how did you get into this line of work? Or what made you get into this line of work? The answer to this will be a story. So practice this and you'll be shocked how easy your conversations are. Now, if you would like to learn to speak like a CEO and do it in record time, check the video description for our resources and classes. I'll see you in the next one.